Okay, the hoodie's up because it's turned a bit cold. So here I am now, I'm down by the Mersey. The ferry is opposite. This building here, if I'm not mistaken, is the former office building or headquarters, whatever you like, of the Cunard line, which operated the Titanic. Now, it's a beautiful building, St. George flag flying, but it's a gorgeous building. I mean, London's got beautiful buildings, but there's some really nice ones here in Liverpool as well. I'm going to walk my way up there a bit further. I'm going to come over here first, and we're going to have a look at a few other things. So there's Mersey ferries, hence ferry across the Mersey. It's getting a bit blowy. I'm on a river, so I suppose I should expect it. But that is the Museum of Liverpool. It's a very nicely designed building. It's I mean it's modern, obviously, but from the side, it is really something to behold. I'm hoping this is an anchor from the Titanic. It's probably not, but let's see. HMS Conway. There you go, HMS Conway. So there's a bit of a better look at the landscape. And the Royal Liver building. So it's a bit of a look at the Museum of Liverpool. So let's get a picture of this anchor. With the river in the background. So this is the famous Mersey River. Tell you what, they break pretty high. My God. So there's the ferry about to take off. Let's go down here. It's very choppy. That's probably the word I'm looking for, choppy. She's really choppy. The wind is up. So look at this, an old coin-operated telescope. So you can see, I think you can see as far south as Crewe and Cheshire. So Wales is down there, and I don't know what the rest of it is. So there's a football club over there called Tranmere Rovers, which are associated with Liverpool as kind of a feeder club. Look at how rough this is. This is probably just a normal day. Look at the inflatable that's getting thrown around. Tell you what, these cobblestones, these are pretty rough to walk on. I mean, these have been, I don't know how long they've been here for, but they're not the most pleasant thing to walk on. Let's get onto some paving now. There we go. So there's the Royal Liver building up ahead. Famous Royal Liver building. It's very nice, but this has obviously been redone up from the old dock times. Oh, there's the Beatles. I thought they were going to be further up, but they're there. Brilliant. Brilliant. So look, there's a bit of a canal here. This is really nice, they've done this really well. And here's the Beatles.
One more. Oh, that's my favorite.
So a few minutes ago there was only a few people here, and now look at the crowd. So I had to jump in to get mine done by that couple that were just getting theirs done. But my God, look at the crowd. It's incredible. Oh yeah, God, I had a big group photo. Jesus. That's the Beatles statue. So I'm going to come back to that. That's pretty good. Yeah, so there's the Royal Liver building. The famous Royal Liver building. So the two birds on top, one looks to the river and the one looks inland. And this is a statue of Edward VII. So that'll be a good photo with the Liver building behind him. I'm going to go in here and see what time the ferries finish. See if I can get a ride today. If not, oh, it'll be tomorrow. Open from 9:30, so they must be finished for the day. That's okay. Maybe it was ambitious. I think I'd get a ride today. Doesn't matter. Let's have a look at the Liver building. Actually, I want to look at the one next to the Liver building because I think that is something to do with the Titanic. I'm hoping it is. They're still all there over at the Beatles statue. Excuse me. I actually thought that was further up towards the north of this area than it was. So this is an exhibition called the British Music Experience. So I'm not going to go into that. I'm not really interested in that as such. So this is the Cunard building. Okay, that's what I was looking for. So the Cunard building. So Cunard used to be the line responsible for the Titanic. That's a nice shot of the Royal Liver building at 6:05. There's no plaques around, unfortunately. I thought there would have been some plaques or something to tell me the history of this place, but there's not, unfortunately. But it's a grand building, nonetheless. Right on the river. And now it's the British Music Experience. And that's a nice one next to it too. So the reason that plinth has the First World War, the Second World War in 1982, that is for the Falklands Islands conflict when England and Argentina went to war over a small parcel of land, an island off South America or off Argentina called the Falkland Islands. So this is the Royal Liver building. Grand building it is too. every kind of photo that you see or anything that's associated with Liverpool in some way or another incorporates the Royal Liver building. And the crest for Liverpool Football Club is the liver bird. That's very nice. Very cold today, very windy. So beautiful flags flying. St. George flag and the Union Jack. There's a bigger crowd down at the Beatles statue now. The Mersey, the famous Mersey. It's better. Sir Alfred Lewis Jones. Can I read that? It's very hard to read. Anyway, it's to do with commerce. That's a nice picture. At the top of that statue. And the Liver building. So I don't think there's much north of here. I'm going to have a look at that statue just over there. So that's called Canada Boulevard, running along there. So north of here is shipping. It's the Bramley Moor Dock, where I was yesterday for the Everton game. You can get the Isle of Man ferry from over there, or from up north of where I am. So the ferry's gone. So, oh, look at this one. It's a big ship going out. I have a feeling that may be another Isle of Man. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, so I think they're car ferries. The Isle of Man one I saw yesterday definitely was. This will be for cars. She goes pretty quick. It's a nice little grassed area around here, fenced off, quite nice. Must get cold. Must get really cold. So just up there, right at the end there, is the Isle of Man ferry. And another view, beautiful classic view of the Liver building. So the Liver's actually held up with wires. Imagine putting those up, Jesus. No thanks. The White Star Line. Yeah, so that building there, that was the head office of the White Star Line. And I'm sure I saw a flag around the side, actually, and it was a White Star flag, White Star Line flag. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the camera off. I'm going to go to my shipping app, and I'm going to go and see where that is going. So mystery is solved. The shipping app tells me that is going to Belfast in Ireland. Now, I don't know if you can get to Belfast from that side of the river, but it tells me it's going to Belfast. So there's a port on the other side called Birkenhead. Now that is joined, it actually is joined, I think it is joined just south of here. And there's also a car tunnel that goes under there as well. So go ahead thinking Liverpool. Yeah, so right up there and there is the Isle of Man car ferry. And we're going to head back this way to have a look around the Liver building and around the White Star. I want to have a look at the White Star. Actually, I don't know if I can go around the White Star head office, but I want to see if there's anything, a plaque or something that tells me something about it. So a couple of little kiddies there making themselves a TikTok video. So let's have a look at the map. Museum of Liverpool, Billy Fury statue, cruise terminal, Crown Plaza. Tate, okay, so that's the Tate, that's the M&S. I'm walking south that way, so that'll be okay. Now, does it show me the other side? It doesn't. So tomorrow, I'll be going to Penny Lane, and I'll be going to the barbershop and Beatles things. It's a lot more Beatles things tomorrow. And of course, Strawberry Fields is another one. Don't know if I'll get it all done, but I will definitely get some of it done. I'll get the main ones. That is for sure. I'll get the picture postcard ones. This is a very nice site along here. I do like the Liver building. I do like the Cunard building, actually. Beautiful old buildings, just like they have in London, and as old as. Let's have a bit of a walk around. Canada Boulevard. Shitty old car park. What's this tell me? That just tells me an explanation of why it's called Canada Boulevard. I'm sure it's a riveting story. Excuse me. There's nothing like looking at beautiful old buildings with an old yellow bin in the way. That's class. So I came across Costco yesterday when I was on the bus. Still haven't bought my hard drive yet. It's impossible to find a shop that sells hard drives. John Lewis didn't have them. CEX advertises them, but they're like an exchange shop, which I had forgotten about. So they're an entertainment exchange thing. You go in, you swap your thing out, buy some more, and that kind of thing. Targos, I think its name is. I went in there, and you have to order it online, and they go out the back and get it for you. There's no showroom, there's no one to talk to. So where I was is called Pierhead. So what's this? I missed this over here. So look at that. So there's the Liver building in all its glory. It's a grand building. Pierhead. So this would have been one of the old, I don't really know what you call them, but a gate of some description. Here it says Mersey Dock. So Mersey Dock Estate. So that would have been probably part of something a lot longer and a lot bigger than that. So Brandley Dock is really nice. They've kept the old wall and the old buildings. There's a tobacco factory up there. If you look further on, just straight ahead, you'll see a few wind turbines. Now, when I was at Anfield and you look out to sea, you could see dozens of them. May not have shown up very well in the video, but there were dozens of them. So isn't that a lovely church spire? So that may give you a better look at the wind turbines. Okay, Royal Liver building from the other side. Now that's a very nice building. Top of it looks like a castle. But that is nice. So I just saw a sign in a window with the word Scouse. Now a Scouser is a Liverpudlian. And what Scouse is a food native to Liverpool. So that's why they're called Scousers. It's actually not a term of endearment, but some people take it as a term of endearment, so I'm really unsure about if they like to be called a Scouser or not. I'm sure they do. So this is all very nice and gentrified down here. I don't know what they use this building for. Not one plaque on it to tell me anything about it. Which is really unfortunate because I love a plaque. Nice corner building there, used to be a bank. Banks back in the day they used to put some money into banks. Boom, boom. There's a Royal Mail truck. There's the Livers. with branch in mouth. So this was the Cunard building from the street side. That's a grand building. The Cunard, one of the world's biggest shipping lines. I'm going to get a picture in front of the Cunard building. Yeah, so that brown or terracotta coloured brick building, that was the headquarters of the White Star Line, which was, of course, the company that ran the Titanic. Here we go, an actual plaque. Liverpool Overhead Railway. Now, is this going to tell me what this act is? Highways Act, 1980, nothing. Mersey Tunnel Tours. Okay, Mersey Tunnel Tour. What tunnel will they be talking about? There's a plaque down here, let's go and have a look. Actually, before I go down there, there's a plaque over here. And a point of interest. So there's this big thing here. And there's this. What is this? This, I don't know what this is. Looks like a booth of some sort. What will they do? Restored for Mersey Tunnel. Okay, so I don't know, maybe it's a underground tunnel car or an overhead tunnel car that they used when there was an overhead rail. Maybe. So what does this plaque tell me? George Dock Ventilation Station, 1931. A ventilation station, okay. What are you ventilating? I'm unsure. It's a nice building though, very ornate. Look how fine this is. Very ornate. Excuse me. The Mersey Tunnel. Investigate with this. Okay. Now what I really like about the White Star building is that staircase just on the side. That's a beautiful building. Look at the staircase. I'm going to go inside that hotel, which I think it is a hotel. I'm going to see if there's any Titanic artifacts.
Effectively what you've got, here you are now in the White Star Line headquarters, original headquarters, built between 1896 1898 for the Ismay Company, Ismay, Imrie and Company. And effectively they used to work in Water Street over the road, 2 roads away. Moved here in 1898, and this was effectively for 2 things. One, it was what you'd call private offices, headquarters for the White Star Line, but also a ticket office as well. So effectively what would happen, and we'll go through this side first of all, is that you would come through, as you would have done, up the stairs, same steps as Bruce Ismay's walked up, Captain Smith, Thomas Andrews, who designs the part of the Titanic, same steps. And you would come in, and you come to here, and originally there used to be very large wooden doors across here.
Yep.
And this was the entire ground hall. We've now got reception. That's a false wall.
Sure.
But originally you'd open the doors and you were straight into the ground hall. However, you would be stopped here, or sometimes you'd be stopped at the front door and be told what you're here for. Now, if you were first class, you were welcomed in. If you were second class, you weren't. Because you'd have to go down the road, and there's a door at the bottom, a little black door, and that was your second class in steerage.
Right.
So you weren't allowed up here at all.
Unreal.
So you would come through here, and you wouldn't see this first of all, because this is not original. So this has been put in 1934. So this is South America.
Yeah.
And what you've got is when White Star Line vacated the property in 1934, it was told to amalgamate with the Cunard building or the Cunard company across the road. Didn't really like each other, but that's one of those things. And then Pacific Steam Navigation moved in 1934, took out all the old sort of White Star Line memorabilia, and this was their shipping line, so they put this in. Because this isn't original to 1898.
I always think Cunard and the Titanic go together.
Well, Cunard was well after the Titanic, so
Yeah.
Titanic 1912, Cunard's amalgamation 19...
So is that a White Star flag you've got out the front?
Yes, it is. Not the original. Sadly,
No.
but, you know, it would be nice.
Flags don't last these days.
Oh no, and you come through here, so this would have been, we're now setting this up as a wedding venue, so it's been repaired, repainted, curtains doesn't go up.
But all this is all original.
Yeah, original beam, original ceiling. Building was heavily bombed in 1941.
Okay.
So this was more or less a shell at one point.
Wow.
So all your windows and doors are 1946 onwards.
Yep.
Original line beams that go through all the way up the building. And you've got original fireplaces as well. And this is now, they are really, yeah, you're not going to knock those down. And so this is now a wedding venue, but this would have been, you come in here to book your tickets for
sure.
White Star.
Yeah.
And you come in and you'd have private offices at the back, and you'd have your booking booths this side and this side.
Yep.
And again, if you were second class, you'd be downstairs only. You'd never get to see this at all.
Yeah, sure.
This was used till about 1980s for private local shipping lines.
Oh, really?
Derelict for 20 years.
Okay.
Council didn't really know what to do with the building. It was a listed building even back then. And a hotelier, 2013, saw a bit of a vision in the building and thought we can do something with this. So they basically reorganised it. So we've got a basement below us, which we've got hotel floors on.
Yep.
We've got a spa on the basement area, being restored. We've got 6 flights of stairs. And again, we've then got the rooftop terrace, which is currently open. And if you want to go and have a look, you can.
Oh, that'd be great.
It's a really good view upstairs.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
But yeah, this is just exactly what we're doing at the moment. The building's been open 10 years. We've now taken it over. We've been open 3 months, and we've got this building back up and running as it used to be.
Yeah, so that staircase, would that have been original?
No, so what you've got in here, this would have been the start of the ground hall.
Okay.
So you'd have no reception there, none of this here at all. This would have been a wide open space.
Yep.
And you'd literally come through the doors here, and you'd have ticket offices on
Yep.
the side.
Yep.
So everything you see is being placed in.
So Liverpool was the main port
Yeah.
to go,
New York, America. So I'm going to pick that sign up. So you've got New York, America. We see here. This is why it was heavily bombed in World War II, because you got Liverpool as the main
the main
docks.
yeah, sure.
You know, so it was a bit of a what I will do is come upstairs and I'll show you a couple of views that you don't normally see.
Okay.
And then what I also do, we'll go to 6 first of all. On the front, so I have a bet with everybody who comes into the building, and I ask them whether they followed the signs or followed the instructions, and people say to me, what instructions, what sign? So I'm going to bet you £10 that you've not followed the instructions.
I'll follow nothing.
And I'll show you after exactly what I mean, because it's on the steps.
I only know about this because when I did my research for this trip,
Right.
I came
After
across
this came
it.
on, yeah.
Yeah.
So Titanic, back at Titanic on the Stearns Liverpool, is this very building. So this was the port of registry for Liverpool.
Yeah.
So what we're on now is we're on floor 6, and originally the staircase that came up didn't go any higher. And so what you've got now is you've got a small staircase to go to Carpathia, which is the rooftop terrace.
Yep.
But originally there was no lifts to go to the top floor because the top floor was a caretaker's office and they looked after the entire building. Because so many people use lifts at the moment, they don't see this view. And this is the view I'm going to show you now, which no one sees because everyone's too busy on the lifts.
Is that original?
No, so that's been put in. What you've got originally was all this was open plan. Every floor at one point was open plan. And then we've put previous hotel, you've put corridors in and different rooms.
Okay.
So you would have come out the lifts, which would have been a pull lift at one point.
Yep.
And you'd stand, you'd more or less see the same square foot as the ground floor downstairs.
Okay.
On every floor. We've got some restoration work on the ceiling, so you can ignore that. But if you pop your head over here and look down, and don't drop your camera, it's a cracking view.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Look at that.
This is a view that no one sees because everyone takes the lifts up and down.
That's like something from a TV show or movie that you'd see people running down the stairs, escaping someone,
Yeah.
Or-
Been there, done that almost.
or getting thrown over.
Or getting thrown over. But it's a view that no one sees because if people are up and down on lifts, if the lifts are busy, I'll run down the stairs sometimes and have a look.
So we're 6 floors up,
So we are 6 floors up, but that's the basement at the bottom.
and it is 6 floors.
So you've got 10 floors in total. So you've got ground hall, 2 basements, you've got 6 floors of hotels, and you've got the rooftop terrace. So 10 floors in total. So we're 7 floors for hotels. It's a view that no one sees.
So is this original staircase?
Original staircase, that's the original baluster, which is a bit small, a bit low. We've put this in.
Okay, yes.
Because when you're standing here, I wouldn't like to be...
Well, you would go over, wouldn't
Oh,
you?
you will, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit low for my...
So those stairs there.
I think personally that these stairs have been redone in the refurb in 1940s.
Okay.
Because I don't think you'd have that type of concrete or mosaic type of step
Yeah, I think you're right.
in 1898. But I've never worked out why it was redone. Was the whole building so badly damaged that the entire structure was taken away? It's a bit of I've never found an original photograph of the staircase.
So all these buildings around here, they would all be listed, wouldn't they?
Oh yes, yeah. Port of Liverpool, Cunard, Liver Buildings is listed, here is listed.
So what was the Liver building originally?
So it was insurance, Royal Liver Insurance, insurance company.
Right.
Then you had the Port of Liverpool building, which handled all the sort of the docks and all the actual ships as well.
Yep.
And then Cunard was the Cunard.
So Cunard is the terracotta coloured brick.
It's the one in the centre.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was the headquarters for Cunard. And well, yeah, White Star Line amalgamated the Cunard, and Cunard just didn't like it.
This is so.
Yeah. So some of these were downstairs, and we put them in.
So that's a safe.
Yeah.
Wow. Very ornate.
One that side as well.
Back in the day.
Yeah, but this was original caretaker's flat. And effectively what you've got is, this has now been all taken out.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
After. Yeah, you've got sort of this area, you've got a lovely view outside as well. You've got kitchens upstairs. Then if you go to here, you can have a good... We don't open it when it's raining, so health and safety.
Yeah, sure.
But you can...
I'll let you open it. I don't know how they Oh,
Yeah,
no?
no, so
I'm not.
when it's raining, it's
Okay, sure,
yeah,
right.
we don't open it at all just in case, but you gotta,
So can I see whales from here?
you can.
So that
see-
red light on a pole on the
Yeah.
other side of the water.
You can attach me now, so you've got,
So just straight ahead.
yeah, I can see it, yeah.
Where would that be?
So that would be, you know what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my map out and cheat, because we are, so we are here, we are here, and we are facing, so we would be, basically that would be Ellesmere Port,
And is that
across the water.
Wales or England?
So that is still England, so we are on the blue dot, and we're looking there.
Okay.
And then you've got Chester,
Right.
and then you've got
So
further
Wales is beyond.
beyond, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a good view, it really is, and it's you've got the Albert Dock on the right hand side.
I'm staying down there somewhere.
Ah, right.
I haven't booked in yet. I've dropped the bag
Right.
and then I've come here.
Yeah.
So I've been out all day.
The Albert Dock is a lovely place and nice.
Yeah,
it's all
good.
lit up, it's safe. It's a really nice place to look around.
Good. Well, that's where I'll be.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't. Lots of bars, lots of restaurants.
Yeah.
It's not like town. Town can be a little bit rowdy. I've done town in my youth, and I've seen the good and the bad side.
Yeah.
Town is lovely, but it's rowdy. But Albert Dock is more of a sort of a,
Oh, good.
you know, gentlest. And again, you can look out of this window and just see a corner of the library buildings as well. So it's yeah, it's just a view that you're not. Yeah, so you got Cunard, and then you got the ventilation shaft. That's for the.
Yeah. What was that? What's
So
that?
the ventilation shaft. We've got 2 tunnels underneath the Mersey.
Yes.
The 2 road tunnels.
Yes.
And that has got a massive fan to
So
extract.
it's to do with that.
Yeah.
Because I read the plaque and they were opened in about 1925
Yeah.
or thereabouts.
Yeah.
Okay. So the road tunnels are that old.
1932 is when it opens, but it starts.
That's old enough.
Yeah. And I've got a massive fan end to draw.
We didn't get one in Sydney Harbour until the 90s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're building another one. No, that's okay. Good. That's interesting. That
Yeah.
answers that for me.
And you got the library buildings, and you got Cunard there. So yeah, it's all. I mean,
Yeah.
when this was built, you wouldn't have had any of this in front of us.
No, that's true.
1907, 1908, and 1912.
Yeah, that's
So you
true.
would have.
So this is prime location.
Our prime location, and again, this would have been originally, if you were to go back another 100 years before that, the beach would have been on the road.
Yeah,
So
right.
the water would have come into the bottom, and this was the beach at one point.
Okay.
Because you've got 2 roads away is Water Street, and at the bottom of Water Street was the beach.
Yeah, okay.
So it's all this is now reclaimed land completely.
What would the top of this dome be made out of, do you think? Lead?
It's lead. So originally it was slate,
Yep.
and that was burnt out in the bombing.
Yep.
And it's now a lead.
So that's 40s.
Yeah, 48 it was completed by, 48, 49.
Okay.
And you can just see the fire escape.
Yeah.
Which I've never been on yet.
Yeah.
No desire to.
So that'd be 40s as well.
No, that was 1918. So there was a fire
God.
at the top of here. There was a massive lightning storm in Liverpool in 1916, I think it was.
Yep.
Set the roof on fire, and they couldn't get out quickly. They rescued 3 out of 4. I think 1 perished up here. But they decided, White Star decided to put an external fire escape in.
Yep.
So you could actually come out of here and escape at the bottom.
Is the White Star name used by anyone else?
Well, it's owned by Cunard. It's still owned by
Still,
Cunard.
okay.
But they never use it.
No.
They use it as a White Star service, but it's never
Right.
used as anywhere at all.
Because I see Blue Star.
Blue Star. They were a little office that came out of here in the 60s or 70s. Various small companies use this as this was sort of like the shipping line of buildings, if you like. So when White Star left, they had Pacific Steam Navigation, Blue Star. Lots of local businesses used
Yep.
here as well. But this was derelict for like 20 years.
Yeah, sure.
Completely abandoned, and yeah. So
Well, most buildings were at some stage.
yeah. There was just no reason or no use for it until hoteliers come along and thought, yeah, we can give this a go. So
Yeah.
fair play to them.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
So we are getting there. We are sort of getting slowly to.
Are there people in there?
Yeah, there's a cracking view from the front. So again, this is part of
Hello, I'm just visiting.
this is part of your caretaker's flat at one point, the entire floor.
So I looked at a shipping app and that says that that's going to Belfast,
It is, yeah.
but doesn't the river kind of end that way? Doesn't he have to go that way?
It's got to go that way. Yeah,
So-
it'll turn around.
So he'll turn around there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he might do that, but then I thought, oh, will he really?
Oh yeah. or
Okay.
it'll go out. Yeah.
These are tongues as well.
So that's
Yeah, yeah,
so that's a car carrier.
yeah, yeah. Effectively,
Okay. And how long does it take to get to Belfast from here?
I think it's 4 hours. The Isle of Man is between here and Belfast.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that ferry.
Yeah, it's a lovely place. But yeah, you get a cracking view from up here. You can take a photo yourself because it's one of those. Yeah, but this was the original caretaker's flat at one point, and it's all been redone and rechanged. So it's and it's you're high enough to see. You've got what's called the Wirral across the water. So it's it's just.
What's that? A town?
So that is basically it's sort of peninsula.
Okay.
So it's sort of a mirror image of Liverpool, so to speak.
Okay.
Various different sort of towns and.
So that big building in front of the ship.
Yeah.
What would that be?
So that is the same as this one. It's another ventilation tower.
Oh,
for the
okay,
opposite side.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's just
Interesting.
a bit of a feast.
So it actually works.
Oh yeah, it's fully. There's a massive fan. You can do tours.
Yeah, I saw that down
Yeah,
there.
there's actually tours you can do. There's a massive fan inside there. So
Yeah, brilliant.
yeah, it would take your slippers off. It really would.
Go.
So what you have here is Bruce Ismay did not allow people to smoke in the building. And originally this was put in by Thomas Ismay, his father. And it's literally strike on the place, not on the granite. And there used to be an iron plate here on that side as well. And the idea was that when the building was built in 1896, 1898, Thomas Ismay turned around and said, you do not smoke in the building. And therefore you'd come along here, have your pipe, go up to the gates, knock your pipe out on the plate but not on the stone, therefore strike on the plate, not on the granite, and when you came out and you wanted to light your pipe again, you have your match, strike your match on the plate, not on the granite.
So what would you come out to at the end of each day? A lot of old tobacco?
Oh, there'd be all sorts, yeah. There'd be all sorts.
Brilliant.
But yeah, so it's an original staircase. Bruce Ismay's walked here, his father's walked up here, Captain Smith's walked up here. Real, historical atmosphere.
So that's granite.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's brilliant.
I'll take you a photo. Do you understand?
So I had a very nice tour of the former headquarters of the White Star Line. A very nice fellow at reception took me for a nice tour. So that was very unexpected and very welcome. It's a lovely hospitality here in Liverpool. So Museum of Liverpool. Oh, they do the same thing as we do at home. So, take a book, leave a book. So that looks like the Tate Gallery in Manchester. Different countries represented here. No, I tell a lie, that's the Tate over there. So this building is something else. Nice building though. Very nice building. So look at this. Kind of a dry dock situation. The Great Stern Railway. Okay, doesn't look like a railway, but anyway, it looks quite nice. So the Museum of Liverpool is huge as a building. So there's a plaque back there that said if these walls could talk, and I would agree. Imagine what used to happen here and how long this has been here. So it's a Liverpool pilot boat. There's another one here. This one with some water in it. So there's a big gate up the end there, which stops the water. So that boat hasn't turned around yet. So my tour guide told me that that's what he does. He turns around and goes the other way to Dublin. Wow, look at you. Aren't you a big bird? These are as rough as. Don't walk along here if you've got bad feet. The Lusitania propeller, 1909. Now that is a famous ship. Sailed between Liverpool and New York and was torpedoed in 1915. The Lusitania. Yes, that is a very famous ship. And that is a propeller from the Lusitania. Wow, they're big. And the engines to power them are massive. So that's a beautiful building. So this is the Albert Dock. This is a beautiful part of Liverpool. The sun is going down, which means the sun will soon be coming up at home. 1883, this building. Liverpool Pilot Office from 1883 to 1978. The pilot service was established in 1766 to pilot ships entering and leaving the River Mersey, a service that continues to this day. 1883. Wow. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Stood on the same site since 1883. The world's history that has happened in that time, and this building has been here. It does your head in. It really does your head in. So it goes without saying that Liverpool is rich in maritime history, as it is rich in soccer history, as it is rich in music history and everything else. So that must open and close depending on I don't know what it depends on. but that obviously opens and closes. There's your mechanism over there, your lever, whatever you want to call it. But there it is, the River Mersey. It's not one you'd swim in. She's pretty dirty. So I can see vehicles coming off the Stena line. Or I thought I saw a vehicle come off. So that building in front of the ship, that is another ventilation shaft. That is on this side, and that is to ventilate the fumes coming out of the underground tunnels, which were built in the 20s and 30s. So here we are, the River Mersey in Liverpool, and there's our beautiful 1883 building. What a nice place. Giddy up, boy. So you can tell that this thing's shut because it's calm and smooth over here. So this bridge turns around like the one we've got, or used to happen at Darling Harbour. The crossing, that's called. Very nice sculpture, this. Metal. Very nice, I do like that. It looks like Elvis. No, it's not Elvis. It posed like Elvis. Billy Fury. The Sound of Fury. As I say, a rich music history in Liverpool. Chips and dips, a damn dirty dog, a chilly willy dog, a big cheesy dog, damn dirty fries, that seems to be the theme. So there's the Tate Gallery, one of those in London. This is the Manchester version.